Hey, Shawnee from SpeedCubeReview.com. So I have a review. Now, I actually haven't done a review in quite a while. And it's not that I haven't actually done them. I had a couple reviews. I had one of the YuXin White. I didn't like how they turned out. And I've let some things slide through that weren't the reviews with a little bit nicer, that didn't have the nice audio and some other things. But I'm going to just really pump these out. I've got quite a few I need to get through, and I've got a little bit of a break in some work because of the holidays. So I'm going to call a series of videos that I'm coming out as the late November, kind of short, not very well edited, pretty basic reviews. Because I know most of you would rather see the review than wait another month. So first we're going to start with the YuXin White. So this is the YuXin 2x2 that came out, and it's quite interesting. I feel like a lot of people when they get it, they don't like it. They're kind of surprised at how much they don't like it, and then they like it later on. So I guess just right off the bat, it's kind of smooth and quiet. The one big thing I hear about this is that it's similar, or it's very similar to the Diane one. Now, this is my Diane, this is my original plastic, and yeah, it feels kind of similar. Now, not anywhere close to matching it, so don't feel like, oh, I can't get a hold of a Diane one, I'll just get this instead. It's definitely a different cube, but compared to other ones that are out there, this is without a doubt the closest you will get. One thing that's majorly different is the weight. This one measures in around 74 grams, and this one is about 54 grams, or at least on my scale. I'm sure maybe some lube has helped with this one because I haven't put in a ton in here. So, as far as how it feels, it's pretty similar. And we can see why. If we take part of this apart, we can see the edge pieces kind of are reminiscent of, what you might see in the Diane. Now, I've tightened this down a little bit because this thing pops. Now, first we'll just talk about these pieces. You can see they kind of are similar to Diane, I guess. They're not as structurally, the pieces are not as big as other ones you might see. So even this cap right here, the end of the stock, that's pretty tiny. And so yeah, it tends to pop a little bit. Which honestly is a little bit of a deal breaker for a lot of people because 2x2s have been pretty good lately, especially with the WAPO. So I'm gonna get this just back in here. There we go. Now that's the big issue with it. It's very similar to Diane. It actually has pretty big Florian cuts too. So corner cutting forward is okay. If I had on slightly looser tensions, it might cut a little bit more, but it's going to want to pop. Reverse corner cutting is great, and that's one thing that we're always looking for, and it's mainly because of these bigger holes right here. So, oh, yep, there we go. Come on, can I just turn it? There we go. So how do I feel about this? I don't know. It's very light feeling. And these pieces, even just the edges, you can see, they're huge. They've got huge holes in them. I've thought about filling them with a little bit of stuff. Does it perform well? Yeah, it performs really nice, especially if you like a light feeling cube. For 2x2, I like them to feel a little bit heavier, maybe scratchier, just so I can feel that tactical feel of it turning. If you're fast, this might work really well, but you can see it wants to move, it wants to flop. Is it an upgrade from a Diane? Not maybe, but is it something that's similar to that? So if you maybe like the Diane, you might like this. Now that's mainly my final thoughts on it. Oh, I just had a pop. On those tight tensions, I had a pop. Oh, there we go. So those are kind of my final thoughts on it. In these reviews, I'm not going to go through a bunch of solves. I'm going to kind of turn it so you can see how it works. Maybe do a solve behind the camera, which is never the best thing in the world, but I will do kind of what I can just to show that. So, let's see here. Oh, what am I doing? So, that is the not the Dine. That is the YuXin White. Decent 2x2. Definitely different than other ones that have come out lately. It's not for everyone. I will probably say it's not for most people. But if you're looking for something that feels close to the Diane, as close as you can get without just getting one, this would be it. So thank you very much. Please like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, stop by speedcubeview.com for more news and reviews.